Alright, so in this video, I'm solving the equation x over 2 is equal to the cube root of x. So to solve this, I'm going to first take the third power on both sides. So I get x over 2 to the power of 3 is equal to just x, because the third power of the cube root of x is x. Now x over 2 to the power of 3 is the same thing as x to the power of 3 over 2 to the power of 3. And 2 to the power of 3 is 8, so I have x to the power of 3 over 8 is equal to x. Now I'm going to multiply both sides by 8. So these two cancel out, and I get x to the power of 3 is equal to 8x. Now if I subtract both sides by 8x, these two cancel out, and I get x to the power of 3 minus 8x is equal to 0. And from here, I'm going to factor out x, so I get x times x squared minus 8 is equal to 0, giving me two equations. X is equal to 0, which is a solution, and x squared minus 8 is equal to 0. From here, I'm going to add 8 on both sides, so I get x squared is equal to 8, and x is equal to positive negative square root of 8. And we're not done here yet, because I can simplify the square root of 8. So the square root of 8 is equal to the square root of 4 times 2, which is equal to the square root of 4 times the square root of 2, which is equal to 2 root 2. So I get x is equal to positive negative 2 root 2. So these are my three solutions to this equation. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and also share this to your friends or family. Thank you. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to solve the problem x minus 4 to the power of 4 is equal to x to the power of 4. So to solve this, I'm going to first start by rewriting this as x minus 4 squared to the power of 2 is equal to x to the power of 2 to the power of 2. And now I'm going to subtract x to the power of 2 to the power of 2 on both sides. So these two cancel out, and I get x minus 4 squared to the power of 2 minus x squared to the power of 2 is equal to 0. Now if I have something in the form a squared minus b squared, this is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So now I get x minus 4 squared plus x squared times x minus 4 squared minus x squared is equal to 0. So x minus 4 squared is equal to x squared minus 8x plus 16. So I have this plus x squared is equal to 0. This is one equation. And I have x squared minus 8x plus 16 minus x squared is equal to 0. So for my left-hand side, I get 2x squared minus 8x plus 16 is equal to 0. And if I divide both sides by 2, I get x squared minus 4x plus 8 is equal to 0. For my right-hand side, these two cancel out, and I get negative 8x plus 16 is equal to 0. So I'm going to first solve for my right-hand side. So I'm going to add 8x on both sides, so I get 8x is equal to 16. Now if I divide both sides by 8, these two cancel out, and I get x is equal to 2. Now for my left-hand side, I'm going to use the quadratic formula, which is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So I get x is equal to negative 4 plus or minus the square root of negative 4 squared, which is 16 minus 4 times 1 times 8 all over 2 times 1. This is equal to 4 plus or minus the square root of 16 minus 32 over 2, which is equal to 4 plus or minus the square root of negative 16 over 2, which is equal to 4 plus or minus the square root of 16i over 2, which is equal to 4 plus or minus 4i over 2, which is equal to 2 plus or minus 2i. So these are my three solutions. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to solve the problem 3 to the power of 12 minus 81. So to solve this, I'm going to first rewrite this as 3 to the power of 6 times 2 minus 81. Now I'm going to rewrite 81 as 9 to the power of 2. And if I have something in the form a to the power of m times n, this is equal to a to the power of m to the power of n. So 3 to the power of 6 times 2 turns into 3 to the power of 6 to the power of 2. And I have this minus 9 to the power of 2. Now, if I have something in the form a squared minus b squared, this is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So I get 3 to the power of 6 plus 9 times 3 to the power of 6 minus 9. Now, 3 to the power of 6 is equal to 729. So I get 729 plus 9 times 729 minus 9, which is equal to 738 times 720. Now, this is the same thing as 700 plus 38 times 700 plus 20. And the reason I rewrote it like this is so it's easier to multiply. So I get 700 squared plus 20 times 700 plus 38 times 700 plus 38 times 20. So 700 squared is 490,000. And I have this plus 14,000. And I have this plus 24,400. Sorry, 26,400. And I have this plus 760. Now this is equal to 490,000 plus 40,400 plus 760, which is equal to 490,000 plus 41,060, which is equal to 531,060. Please make sure to subscribe and leave a like. Thank you.